Hello everyone, Phil Bechtel here of the Kids Stories podcast with another episode of Gravity Falls Trivia, where we go episode by episode answering trivia questions about one of the best shows ever. Today we're answering questions from Season 1, Episode 6, titled Dipper vs. Manliness. I'm going to read a question, then start a short timer, then give the answer. Here we go. Question number 1. This episode begins with the kids asking Grunkle Stan to take them to the diner for some food. Stan kind of has a crush on the waitress at the diner. What is her name? Her name is Lazy Susan. Question number 2. Stan does not want to spend any money at the diner, so he orders Mabel a plate of salad dressing and Dipper a plate of ketchup. But what does Dipper notice there at the cafe that could possibly get them some free pancakes? Dipper notices a manliness tester, and next to it is a sign that says, "Win game free pancakes." Question number 3. Dipper says he's going to beat the manliness tester and win everyone free pancakes. Mabel and Stan laugh at him. Mabel says he's not manly, and Stan says, "You have no muscles and you smell like baby wipes." In spite of this, Dipper goes up and tries to beat the manliness tester and fails. Who is it that bumps him out of the way and beats the machine so everyone gets free pancakes? It's Manly Dan, of course. Manly Dan is also Wendy's dad. Question number 4. So, everyone is kind of laughing at Dipper for not being able to beat the manliness tester. He's a little embarrassed. He runs out of the cafe, but not before tripping on something. What does Dipper trip on as he's running out of the cafe? Dipper trips on a beaver, of course. Question number 5. Dipper runs out of the cafe embarrassed, ending up in the forest. He is bench pressing a twig when a bunch of forest animals race by him in fear, and then something huge and scary confronts Dipper. What is it? Dipper is confronted by a giant minotaur, but he calls himself a manitar. He asks Dipper if he's going to finish his beef jerky. Question number 6. So, Manitar takes Dipper back to the man cave where all the other manitars live. All the manitars have cool names, and so Dipper gives himself a cool name. What does Dipper call himself? Dipper calls himself Dipper the Destructor. Question number 7. Meanwhile, back at the Mystery Shack, Mabel is trying to help Grunkle Stan talk to girls better so he can ask Lazy Susan on a date. So they do some role-playing in which someone dresses up as Lazy Susan and pretends to be her. Which character dresses up like Lazy Susan? It was Seuss. Seuss dressed up like Lazy Susan, and he said, "I'm soft like a woman." It was pretty funny. Question number 8. Dipper goes through many challenges with the manitars to become a man, including sticking his hand into the pain hole, which is hilarious. The final challenge they issue. They tell Dipper to bring them the head of what creature? They tell Dipper to bring them the head of the multi-bear. Question number 9. Dipper decides not to kill the multi-bear and leaves the manitars. He ends up back at the diner where Grunkle Stan tells him that standing up for himself and doing the right thing is what makes him a man. Then Mabel notices something on Dipper's chest. What is it? Mabel notices a chest hair on Dipper. Question number 10. What does Mabel do with the chest hair? Mabel reaches across the table and plucks it right out of Dipper's chest and puts it in her scrapbook. Thanks for joining me for Gravity Falls Trivia, friends. Check the show notes for links to other awesome podcasts I know you'll love.